Okay, so we're going to talk about corner bead. The outside of all of your corners, when you look at it at home, it's nice and straight. And it's not nice and straight because we mudded it in straight, because it would be very difficult to try to put mud on there and build it up so that it's perfectly straight. Instead, we're going to use outside corner bead. And so we're going to use a crimper to put this on, and then we will add some screws to it if necessary. And so we'll just size it up by making a flush on the bottom. We'll mark the top. And I need you guys to know that this is very sharp on the edge. This will cut you pretty easily, pretty quickly. This corner is even sharper yet. But by the time I take my shears and I cut it, that makes it even sharper. You will cut yourself right to the bone with this if you are not careful. And if you got somebody working around you and you're swinging it around, you're not paying attention, you can catch somebody in the face. So just be really careful and be aware of that, okay? So what we're gonna do is we need to attach this to the wall. Some people use nails, some people use screws, some people use staples. What we're gonna use is this crimper tool. What happens is when I hit the end of this with this rubber mallet, it pushes those teeth down and it crimps in the edge of the corner bead. Now, the challenge with this is you gotta hit it with the right amount of force.
Do you need help?
No, I think we're good, thank you.
Okay.
You gotta hit it with the right amount of force or else it will not crimp. And if you hit it too hard, it's going to put a big dent in it. So, see how that throws the, no, this is what you want. It's gonna crimp on both sides. So you're gonna run down every 6 inches. We'll turn it around. So now, if I have any areas where it's not super tight, like if I get a bubble in here, I can always add a screw. I'm just gonna throw my screw right inside that crimp because all it's gotta do is gotta hold the edge of that corner bead in place, okay? So I would put one on the other side as well. If you have a bubble somewhere where you don't have a crimp, you can go right through these small screw holes right here. If you try to go through these ones that are closer to the center, remember your drywall is a 1/2 inch thick and you'll probably go right in between the wood and the drywall, so you won't catch anything. So I'll add one to this side as well. And I want to drive that screw into the point that when I throw a straight edge on here, there's enough room to get my tape over there. I want it to be essentially flush with the rest of this surface in here. And you'll notice as you throw a straight edge up that there is space in here for me to throw my tape down the center. Next, you guys will come in and you'll mud in your joints, and I'll show you that at a different time. And you will size your tape so that it runs in between the corners. You'll mud it in and then you'll apply this tape. Again, I'll show you how to do that later. Once this piece of tape is on, you will run a piece of tape down each of these corners. And so see how these will overlap here? And we'll talk about this again later, but if I put this tape way out here, I'm not gonna have enough room to cover the tape with mud to hide it. So I'm gonna keep it back so it's covering about half of that. But you see this piece of tape covers this. And ultimately, what holds this on the wall is this tape which is glued to the corner and to the wall using drywall compound, and then it's encapsulated in drywall compound. Okay? Questions about that?